Hello, my name is Marian, and for the mixed media assignment, I decided to use this software called PhotoStory 3 for Windows. PhotoStory is an engaging and exciting way for students to use technology and digital tools to tell a story. It is usually a 1 to 3 minute video consisting of images, text, narration, and/or music. I designed and created my assignment for grade 3 science students, and the topic I chose from the science program of studies is animals' life cycles. For this assignment, however, the students will only be focusing on butterflies' life cycle. So let's start creating our photo story about the life cycle of a butterfly. The first thing you need to do is to collect all the content you need for the video at one place, that is your virtual storyboard. So it's gonna look something like this. The content of your collection should include text and references for your images and the background music. When your storyboard is ready, you will open the PhotoStory 3 software in your computer. Upon opening the PhotoStory software, you will see three choices. You're going to choose Begin a New Story and click on Next. So now the software is asking you to import and arrange your pictures. In order to do that, you can simply click on Import Pictures and start adding pictures to your photo story. You should have 7 pictures. One title image, one reference image, 4 images for the different stages, and one image representing all 4 stages. Alright, so I have got all my pictures now. Just to make a note here, when you're importing your pictures, you might want to save your pictures in a specific folder, like I did in Life Cycle of a Butterfly, so that it is easier for you to locate your pictures when you're importing them. So once I'm done importing my pictures, now I will arrange them in the order that I want. So this is my title image, so I'll put it in the front. My reference image would go at the end. So this is the first stage, second stage, third stage, and fourth stage. That is a picture that shows all 4 stages. Alright, so next step is to add text. So to add text, you're simply gonna click on the picture and you'll see a text box in which you can start typing your title. So you can choose your font, whichever you want, as well as your color and the size of the font as well. Now I'm gonna align it however I want. And the rubrics say that the title image should include the title, grade level and class, science, and then it should contain my name, Alright, so here is my title image, which is ready. So to fill in the text for the next image, I'm going to click on that, and you see the text box again, so you can start typing your title for this image, which is stage 1. Click. Again, you can change your font, or you can stick with the previous one. It's all up to you. You can change the color. Maybe I'll pick yellow this time. And then I'll put the description that I'm going to copy from my storyboard. And paste it in the text box. Alright, so here is my second image. And so you can do the text like this for all 4 stages. And if you want, you can put, for this one, you can put the life cycle of a butterfly in the middle. So that is the text part. Now, the next thing you do is customize motion. So according to the rubric, we need to customize motion for the 4 images, the 4 stages. And, but just to show for an example, I'll do the first stage. So you click on customize motion, and then you specify start and end position of motion. So I'll specify the start position as just this area, and the end position I'll leave it like that. You also need to set the time duration. So for the stage 1, I will set it for 17 minutes. So depending upon your text, if it's more, you can set it up for 20 to 25 seconds. If it's less, you can do less. So then now I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to click on transition. So you can, for transition, you can pick any. So I'll pick circle outwards, and you can also set number of seconds for that. So I'll put that 5 for transitions, and I'll save it. And then you can close it. So now your image has motion and transition as well. And then the next thing you do is you need to add effects to your reference image as well as the references. So I'm going to go back, and I see that there is a text box. So I can again copy my references and paste them in the text box. I'll have to change the font size to 8 because there's lots of references, so I need to fill them in one image. I'll stick with my writing for this one. There. Maybe I'll bold it, and then I change my color to navy this time. So you can align it accordingly, middle, right, left, however you want. Now you're going to add the effect to it. So according to the rubric, we're only allowed to put black and white, to choose black and white. So I'm going to choose that, and that's how it's going to change it. So you're done that now. The next part is to add music. So in order to add music, you can either select music or create your own music. So if you want to select, you can click on that, and you can pick any music you want, and it will open. So you can just click next and go ahead. But if you don't want to select, you can also create your own. So you can delete that one and create your own. So you can pick any genre, styles, bands, moods, anything. So I'll pick all genre, clockwork, and upbeat. But what you want to make sure for this part is that your tempo is at the medium and your intensity is at normal as well. So you can play your music just to know how it sounds like. Alright, so that's okay. with me. So now I've applied music to all my sounds. The last thing you want to make sure for the music part is that your volume is at medium as well. You don't want it to be too high or too low. Then you click next, and it's time to save the project. So you click save project. And the thing you want to make sure here is that your file format is the right one, and according to the rubric this is the correct format, so you're not going to change anything here. For the file name, you need to have last name first, then the first name, and then Science3. Okay, and then you're gonna save it. Okay, the next step you do is to click next, and it's gonna start building your story. So by the time it's doing that, I'll show you how your final video will look like when you're done. Transitions, motions, and text, and reference image, putting effect to the reference image, and music when you're done applying music and everything. Then your final movie should look like something like this one right here. Alright, so the example assignment that I just showcased was an example of an excellent assignment according to the rubric. So now you can view your movie. It's showing you an option that says view your story. So you can view your story in order to make sure that it fits the criteria. Alright, so this was the movie that we created together, and it was just an example one for you guys to know how you're gonna work on it. So just before you finalize your movie, make sure that the criteria that your movie fits the criteria, the content, graphics, layout, use of motions and everything, citation, everything is there. So the example assignment that I showcased was an excellent assignment.